Daily Landsblog, where the biggest issue very often over the course of the day is leading up to the Landsblog is where we're going to shoot this. I mean, there's only so many places you can shoot it in your own house. And the big question I always ask Case is, how's the lighting? How terrible do I look? Oh my God, do you ever take the phone and it's reversed, so it's shooting you and it shocks you? You go, ah, oh my God. So one has to be aware of that. Daily Landsblog today, not talking about depression, talking about anxiety. It's kind of the forgotten thing in all of this because people think that anxiety is just, oh, your nerves are a little bit bad or you're nervous about something. And really, I don't see it as being that. Hold on one sec. My phone is ringing right now. One sec. It's a buddy who's actually in a real bad place right now. Let me just talk to him for a sec. This was not a setup. Hey, boy. Good to hear your voice, too. I'm just shooting the Landsblog right now, and I actually just talked to Cameron, said that I wanted to talk to you. I know that from talking to a mutual acquaintance, I'm being very careful about the names here. I can say your name? Okay. This is my buddy Sean Miller. This is my buddy Sean Miller, who has had depression for how long, Sean? On and off for about 20 years. He's had successful treatment, but everything that he has done in the end, somehow the benefit has faded. And you have tried how many medications? 15 medications. He's done ECT. He's done deep brain stimulation, which worked for a while, right? It did. It was an amazing thing for a while. A lot of things have worked for a while, but he's kind of now struggling to find what's next. So, Sean, I'm going to call you back in just a couple of moments. And, okay, thanks, man. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Okay, bye. And it's kind of heartbreaking. I was going to talk about anxiety, but let's talk about Sean. He's just this great guy. He really is. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really know him that well. We kind of bonded over this whole thing. But we talk, and I find it amongst the most difficult things in what it is we do because he's fighting so hard. He says, I'm trying, I want to fight, but I don't know what to do. And that's really sad. So he has created an option for himself where through research, I mean, we go on, we Google treatments, and it's like done that, done that, done that, done that. But there's a place that he's considering going, which would be a huge step and hugely expensive. But when you're in his position, the one thing you have to do is you have to somehow find hope. Because when you do nothing that's different day after day after day, it is absolutely hopeless. And the pain of the hopelessness, the sense that tomorrow I know will be bad, becomes such a negative in your life that it affects how you see everything in your life. Everything is distorted by this severe depression and this severe sense of hopelessness. And I can tell you that I and a mutual friend that we have, Peter, have been trying with Sean to beef him up and get him to believe that there's hope. But it's hard because I don't believe you should ever lie to someone. I think that one of the worst things you can say is, hey, you know what? Hey, it'll be fine. Because I know that you have no credibility if you do that. So what I try to say with Sean and what Peter says is, it's not going to be fine unless you go and you find an option. And whatever that is, you gotta try something else. So if you've got ideas, let us know. This is my buddy Sean, and he is struggling. He's in a bad place, and as I've said to him a million times, I know what you're feeling. I know what this deep sense of depression feels like, but your sense of frustration, I don't know. I'm one of the lucky, unlucky ones in that I had a crappy illness, I have a crappy illness, but medication worked for me, and it continues to work for me. So if you're like Sean and you feel this sense of hopelessness, I'm not going to tell you I have the solutions. I'm not going to tell you SickNotWeak is going to fix you, but I can tell you it helps to talk. I'm going to call Sean back, and I'm going to remind you that this is serious business that we do a lot of times. And I may kind of be flippant and laugh about it, but it's a big deal. And Brando knows. Brando, yeah, you know. God, I love that dog. SickNotWeak.com, 24 hours a day, 364 days a year. We're here because if you're like Sean, you need someone to talk to. And even though we won't fix you, it will help even just a little bit.